What's going on? JW here. Today's video, we're going to be going over some core raid for you beginners out there. Don't know what core raid is? Let's take a look. Now, it'll be an event. It'll come maybe about once every month, month and a half. We're going to click here. This will appear everywhere. Any map you're at, it's here. It's right there. Same spot. Just go to it, click on it. All right, I'm gonna bring you up here. Usually there's a little intro there. I skipped that. We're not gonna see it. All right, so there's the core raid pass, kind of like a game pass, except it's not. Just kidding. Okay, so this one only gonna be 2 weeks. Uh, core or Exos pass usually about a month, maybe a little over a month. Nah, it's about a month. Not a month. Uh, so we're gonna go here, core rate pass real quick so you can see the makeup. It's just like Exos pass, right? You've got some little goodies you can get by reaching the levels. You can pay your little 3,000 to get the bottom tier. Now, Exos pass, hell of a deal. It's a hell of a deal to spend 27 bucks a month if you're gonna be spending money. It's great. For core raid pass, not so much. You do get some goodies and such, but at the end, it's not a selector fake core for general, which is very useful. Anyways, unlike Exos Pass, these do not change. This is the same. It's just defeat the bosses a certain amount of times, and you'll get some experience. So you can see the experience is lower. Now leveling up still cost 80. Still cost 80. So you can level up. Um, Only use that if you're nearing towards the end, you want to get some of this R1 gear, or maybe you're not quite there, you didn't play this that much, but maybe you need one of these ultimate orbs or something. Maybe you want some holy water of the universe. You could spend a little bit to get that. I would pay 80 Zs to get up to a level to get one of these holy waters of the universe. Why not? They're kind of hard to get. It's very random. Sometimes you can get really lucky, and sometimes you get shafted. So there is this core raid pass. So you want to come here and get these. Even if you're low, and just spam these. This first one's not going to be very hard. It'll be all right. Spam that, get your tickets, and then go here to the shop. Now, for beating them, you're going to get these tickets. You're going to go to the shop. Now, up here in core raids, you will get general memory shards. They are 7,200 tickets, which is the cost of right here, this step up. So 9 memory shards for a general is worth the whole bottom tier step up. For you beginners out there, you want to get this Gale. They did it on every core raid except for one. They said, you know what, we're gonna give 300 Zez instead of Gale, and then they went back to Gale. I don't know. I would like some other orange ones in here, but Gale, unlike most orange ones, actually has a different passive that it adds to them. So any of those gold gravedigger garrotes on the world map, or if you're doing exploration and you meet Gale himself in exploration, you can only use your regular attack to hit them, and it's pretty high dodge, so most of the time you're not hitting them. With this orange fake core, it makes it to where he always hits a crit, always hits 2. If you're in gold grave digger garrote, he should hit 4 once you've broken him. So this is a good one to do for if you're gonna do explorations. Put him in there. If you're gonna do gold gravedigger growth, put him in there. Unless you're high enough that your people are fast enough that they're gonna hit him for the most part. All right, so here you go. Tickets up here is where the general shards will be. You can refresh for 100, you can do 3 a day. So it resets 2 times a day. For here in the States, it's usually 4 p.m. and then it's 4 a.m. So 12 hours apart. That's what's going on. So when I said, hey, you're going to get one of those free fake core randoms right here at the end, step up. So in the 14 days, you're going to have to do 5 of these step ups. That's 7,200 a pop times 5. That's like 36,000. So there you go. So 36,000 to do this up. So you want to get those tickets. Get those tickets in. Okay. Now, the best way to do this. Get these tickets. Don't spend on these yet. Just stack your tickets. Stack. I mean, unless you need some of this stuff, go ahead. You can do little by little. But you really are waiting for these shards, for these generals that come up here. All this other stuff, I mean, don't even worry about it unless it comes down to it. At the end of the core raid, you've got some tickets left over, then get some of these small ones after you've done your step up reward to get your random fake core. Wait for the generals, just stack up tickets. When you see a general, bam, buy one. Stack up tickets. See a general, buy one. Some people just keep refreshing to look for generals. Excuse me. I don't like to waste this precious Zeds. I love pulling. That's the dopamine that you get. Come on, we all love pulling. We're here at these gacha games. You know that's the best thrill. We want to get those heroes. We want to pull. Oh, yes, get those wonderful pulls. And then when we get crappy ones, we're pulling our hair up like, come on, why me? Why, God? Why? Yeah, I just went high pitched on you yet. So, so you want to save up, get those generals. But I mean, for me, wasting the Zeds, I don't want to do it. Hold up, what did I just say? Truthfully, the more I thought about this, it's really not a bad idea to spend that Zeds to get that, especially if you have it, because getting generals is very hard. So in any way to help you get some generals is nice. Granted, you do kind of have to get lucky and get those shards, or else you're just kind of resetting and wasting your Zeds on nothing. But it's definitely worth a shot to try it, because I mean, you never know, you might get lucky. Maybe you do 3 resets, get 3 general memory shards, you're halfway there to getting a general. So not really that bad of a waste of Zez. Just be mindful if there's a banner that you might like, or if you're low on Zez, then you might not want to do it. So just be mindful of that. But overall, not really a bad idea. All right, so that's the step up. But for all you new beginners, get this Gale. If even if you're so low that you can't really get to this 5th plateau, step up reward or whatever, uh, get Gale at least. I mean, I like Gale. I think his looks cool, and I've always liked Gale. He's just never, I won't say never say never. He can get like a gold fake core or black fake core or something. I hope he does, because I really like him, but he's definitely not gonna do anything in meta at the moment. They do have unleashed potential, and you can boost them up, so we'll see there. I might be spouting off some gobbledygook. If you're new and you don't know some of these things I'm saying, don't worry about it. All right, now, so these battles, they're going to use these Levy Stones, which is up here. It's like your stamina. Chapters don't use this. It's just these special, either core raid, these little events, or the little mini bosses on the world map or exploration. That's where you're going to use these Levy Stones. So most of the times you want to save these. They save up to 90 days, so 3 months for whatever you get levy stones. Depending on where you get them, some you're only gonna have for a few days. So be mindful that here in the mailbox, you guys are gonna watch me collect my stuff real quick. Okay, so here in this mailbox at the charge, you can do obtain time or remaining time. Do that remaining time and see how many days you've got left, and then do that. Look at that. I've got 52 days left on these tickets. So still time. All right. So first one's going to be 40, second one's going to be 60, last one is going to be 100. You see these little dots, or I guess little hexagons. Is it hexagons? That's not that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Because they're not octo. So yeah, little hexagons. That tells you how many times you can do it. You can do this once. You can do that 3 times. And this one you can spam for forever. Let's go into it. Here you can check the different passives for all these bosses you're going to fight. They should all have the same thing. Not so much on these. I think these differ, but on the passives they should be the same. But you can see what they do here to try to pick your team accordingly, especially if you're at the beginning. If you're higher tiered, from day one, or you've been playing this game for a while, this is going to be easier. You can just kind of plug and play people, and it'll probably be super easy. So here you go. Very first clear, you're going to get a big chunk of tickets. For this first one, it's 250. I think for the last one, the hardest boss, it's like 5,000. And then every time you do battle and beat the boss, you're going to get these. So you can do a battle and not beat the boss. The amount of health that you leave them at will be the same once you go back in if you failed to beat it the first time. So that's a way you can progress, and just sometimes it might have to take you 3 times to beat the boss if you're low enough. Hopefully you want to try to do it once so you get this 120 instead of just the 60 for going through it and then dying. So that's how that's broken down. Here is the Guardians enemies, or the enemies Guardian stones. So there'll be like 3 waves. Their first stone, it's not necessarily in this order. It may be green, purple, or machine. Why did I use colors? And then the last one I used the element. Okay, so nature, dark, or machine, green, purple, gray. The first wave might be nature, then the second wave might be machine, and then the last one is this darkness right here. You want to use those, break them, let them be immobilized for 7 turns, and do that extra damage. Now, I'm going to attempt to go in this first one. My computer, sometimes when it runs a while, it will shut down. So hopefully we can get through this without it shutting down on me, right? Or else we'll have to do a little restart thing. All right, so green. I'm actually going to pick Talia right here, and oh snap, this is my lowest account, so so actually I'm going to use Talia, and I'm going to use my Rudley because he is tough. Okay, and since purple, I'm going to use Ramj. So let's change this formation out, and let's see if we can go through this. I could auto this, but I'm just going to manual this. Why not, right? Since this is one of my lowest account, I'm going to manual this to try to hopefully make sure I be oh, okay. I thought it shut down. It just took a while to get the little story out. I'm gonna skip that story. We're not gonna do the story. Let's see what we can do here. Get Dorka, do a little bleed on these fools right here. Pow, 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 pow. All right, bleeding them. Gonna have Rudley. He's got some unleashed potential. Let's go. Bop. And then he's gonna hit him again. I didn't need to do that. That was just really a waste of mana. I'm showing out. Showing out with Rudley. Look at that. Alright, let's have her bleed him again. Man, I love these animations. This game with animations, man, best gacha animations I've seen. Because all the other ones are usually 2D, and well, I love 2D art, but like when you see it in like this 3D and just how gorgeous it is, the beautiful colors, Duke, the colors. Um, it's delightful. I should have probably just gave someone some extra mana right there to go into the next wave, but no worries. We're kind of like beating these guys early. All right, so bam, look at that. Look at that Liffy. All right. She got reflect immunity. Okay. So let's see what her first stone is. Let's see if it is machine. We're gonna have Dorka do some bleed on her again. Cha 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 cha. Alright. Machine's not it. Let's see. Let's see if it's nature. Yeah, nature's the first one. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna try to break her right here. I'm gonna have Talia break some stones, hit everybody, get some health going, with some goodness. Shapow. Come on, let's look at this beautiful animation they got going. Look at that reflect damage ain't doing nada. Oh fudge. Okay, so I'm hitting her too hard. I should have broke her. Should just hit with the regular rams. Alright, so now since this I went to the next bar, she's gonna have 3 bars, and that's gonna determine the tier of her stones. I just got to the next one, so it cleared all the stones I had. Now it's on to the next one. So it's either going to be darkness or machine. Let's see what's happening. You know what? I don't even think I need to break her really. This first one is usually pretty soft. If you're beginning, it's not going to be soft. I mean, you're not going to kill her with one-shot Rudley like that. My Rudley is level 90. He's got unleashed potential. In this beginner account, he is higher than Rudley's on both my other accounts, and I started those ones pretty much on day 1. So that's insane. So that was the first boss clear. Don't necessarily expect to clear it like that unless you've invested in some heavy hitters. I suggest in the selector ticket Rudley. Uh, Out of everybody, if you're a beginner, Rudley is just a heavy damage dealer. His skill kit for his regular Faded versus his Fate Core is just insane. It's 750 damage burst. That's insane. I mean, there's what? The highest one is Schmid or FC Morris at 1050, but the second will be Rudley and FC Brook. at that 750. So now that I beat that first one, it unlocks the second tier. I do not have to beat this 3 times to unlock this third tier. You just got to beat it once and it'll unlock the last tier, and then they will be unlocked. As you can see, bam, now that goes up to 60. I can only do her 3 times. I can only battle this boss 3 times a day, and could only battle April 1 time a day. So now that I beat that boss 1 time, defeat stage boss 1 time, now I'm gonna get a little step up reward, or core raid pass experience, so to speak. So this is core raid pass. So I suggest doing this, like I said, to at least get this Gale. But there are the general memory shards, which are nice. Yeah, you have to collect them and wait, but you can get some from, like I said, Heal One store, through PvP currency, or Beads of Greed, which you'll get from Embodiment of Avarice. Again, if you're a beginner and you're just tuning in this, you might not know some of these things I'm spouting. Sorry. You have to just keep playing the game and find them, or whenever I put the video out, go take a look at it. So this has been Core Raid. Hopefully you beginners picked something from this video, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.